Well, I guess I've been a news junkie ever since I was about 9 years old whenever Pearl Harbor was bombed. And I couldn't wait to get the next newscast, and I heard President Roosevelt talk about we only have fear to fear itself. And I stuck with me over the years that we can only be afraid of what we're afraid of, and we got to get rid of our fear. Oh my! And anyway, I couldn't wait to get to the movies on Saturday and watch the newsreels about what was going on. And one of my superheroes during the war was General Patton. I liked what he did. I liked what he said, and and I had a victory garden and all that stuff, and I promoted that and supported the war, and stayed up with it. And I've been kind of staying up with the news, what's going on, ever since. So I guess that led me to where I am, and I've been doing news and analyzing news over the past 60 years. And I'm trying to do that right now. Jefferson said that free press is vital to keeping our liberty. Well, I don't think he thought about a corrupt press taking our liberties away from us. And I think that may be where we are right now, because we're not reporting what went in the world like I think it ought to be. We're reporting what I think, what you ought to think, and where and when. And that is warping your mind, and you got to, and we can't violate the Constitution and do away with our free press and high tech, but we can quit watching and make them change their tune because of the audience. Because if they can't get the audience, they can't get the advertisers, and if they can't get the advertisers, they don't have any money to work with except for those people like George Soros that's pouring money into a lot of them. And when I was doing the investigation a little bit on the Trump's New York fraud trial, I uncovered, and you may have already heard it, but George Soros was definitely funding the judge and the prosecutor in their campaign finances. And think about that for a little bit. Think about whether he's getting a fair trial there. We got to look into it a little bit. And also, in that come up that in the last couple of elections, Soros owns some computers that and voting that is doing the counting. And think about that. Khrushchev said, it's not who votes, it's who counts the votes. And we got to wonder right now who is counting the votes. And, that's my opinion. That's not anything factual. I don't want to mislead you. I just want you to know that it's my thinking while thinking. And a judge said that Trump was reporting everything too much, and it was annoying, and so that was a reason for disengagement of it and doing away with it. That was the available remedy for that being annoying. And think about that for a little bit. Trump's attorney kept pushing, and he countered that with the fact that the banks would have not done anything different without those fraudulent statements. They would have loaned him the money anyway because of his good credit. Well, the false statements and stuff are an issue here, but was it a fraud? I'm not real sure what that's going to turn out to be. But we got to look at whether he's getting an honest trial or not, and whether the right facts are being coming out on it. All we're getting is a few little sketches of what Trump's attorney says, and they censored Trump several times where he can't speak about some of this stuff. And the Supreme Court, I think, has already ruled that he can talk about it. But anyway, I've got to clear that up a little bit. But that's a little bit of what I'm thinking about now. And that's my thoughts while thinking, and it's adios amigos, and we will see you on the flip side.